Welcome back. This is Reality Check. I'm Monica Zukas. I have Jack and Becky Morton here with me this evening from Unique Inc. Like I say, I've got to get a blooper reel or like just a whole show of what we talk about during the commercial. They put tattoos on. They take tattoos off. The people that come in there, seriously, some of them are creep-ish. One time I was, having a conversation with Becky and Jack, and I said, what do you see coming in there? And one of the things you said, Jack, was there's underage 14-year-old girls brought in by their parents wanting to get things like their genitals pierced.
Try to.
No, seriously. So give me a scenario where that has happened.
Well, one of the biggest things was we had a guy actually call, and we were debating on whether he was even a parent, but he wanted to
or like a pedophile or a cholo.
Well, it was definitely weird because he called and he wanted to know if we would pierce a 14-year-old's below the belt area.
Man.
And so we started questioning it, and we're like, dude, we don't do that. But I wanted him to come into the shop because it seemed kind of funny that this man would be calling.
Triple fishy.
Right. And if I get him into the shop, I got him. You know?
can tell,
Right. I got him, and I would lock the doors on him, and the cops would be there in no time at all because that's illegal, first off. And it's an inappropriate act with a minor. And for you to even call up and do some stuff like that is pretty horrific. I don't understand any grown adult with any kind of rational process of thinking would have any concept of even asking or allowing their, let's say their child underage to, have a tattoo or have a sexual piercing done. It's inappropriate.
My daughter at like 16 was hell-bent on the belly button, and that was still upsetting me because I thought, who's going to see that? Are you going to start wearing crop tops? Do you want to do it just to show people? Or, and that kind of offended me. And she got off the kick, but I was like, but there are people that will do that. And there are people that will try to take their children.
But that's a very, belly buttons are a very trendy thing. And so it was like
what
my
is,
girlfriend.
quote, trending right now as far as piercings?
Piercings right now, trending is the triple ear piercing. Is really
right
great.
up top?
Yeah.
I saw that and I thought it was cute. Am I tacky?
I've been doing a lot of those lately. It's
right up in the cartilage area?
The triple
cute.
piercing. Thank you, Pinster.
Thank you, Pinterest.
Oh, Pinterest.
Yeah, everybody's bringing it in from that. But they're easy to do for me. So been piercing a long time. So it's quick money. The girls like them. I keep good jewelry in for it. So and like a lot of.
And how much would something like that run? If there's people out there right now with the
all
triple.
three of them at the same time, $90. That's a deal. Normally something like that I would do, if they did them single, I would do 40 a piece.
Why should I come into your shop to get my triple piercing rather than have my friend do it at home when I'm 14 or 16?
I say have your friend do it.
And then infection ensues.
Yeah. Then but the new Obamacare will take care of that. You'll get that free health care thing. That'll take care of that. So no worries there. Have your friend do it. Get the Hep. Get all that good stuff. End up at the hospital, so they got to maybe chop your ear off. All that good stuff.
Tissue.
Yeah, and Obama will pay for it. It's a free thing. Don't worry about it.
And he'll give you a free cell phone.
Don't worry about it. Yep.
Obama phone.
Yep.
Oh.
But don't own a gun. Don't own a gun because that's a big thing. It's a big no-no in this country. Screw the amendments.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. I have to go to a 70-some-odd-year-old recently.
Yep. Got her nipples done. She was a rockin' old lady, man.
Seriously?
Yep. I did her hood, too.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I did her hood.
At 70?
At 70.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes in and says, watch.
When she came in, actually what happened was when I first, usually with those people, they've gotten something done somewhere else, and they've had problems. So they come to me, they find out what's up.
So you're like the reconstructive man.
To some degree. They had a very bad piercing done somewhere below the belt. She was having problems. So
70?
Yep. So she came to me. I told her what the deal was.
Wow.
She listened to me. We took out the old piercing. We got her healed up. She came back. We did the other piercing because she wanted to keep it. She really liked it. And then just came in the other day to have both her nipples done. So yeah. Old people are freaky too. It's about the big O. Everybody's got to have fun.
A little blue pill, man. It's helping everybody out.
Wow.
Yep.
And just like I was talking, ooh. Okay, let's talk piercings a minute. Because you do piercings in your facility. Been doing
piercings a long time.
Anything pierced. What
I
won't
do.
you pierce? If they are of age and of sound mind and they're not messed up on drugs.
I'll do anything. I don't make qualms about that. I'm a body piercer, so my job is to talk to the client and figure out what they're thinking and then make that a workable scenario.
So everybody
for them.
comes in fresh and fruity?
No.
No.
That would be nice. If it was fresh and fruity, I wouldn't be the psycho that I am today.
So.
Yeah. And women are the worst. Trust me on that.
Women are the worst.
Yes.
We're supposed to be carrying out our
tampons
bodies.
hanging out, on their assholes. You name it. It's farting, queef. You name it. It's I've been down that road. Trust me.
For real?
And women have dudes are way more like shyer about like pulling their junk out and making sure that they're clean.
Really?
Women just don't care. Now, not all women. I'm not saying all women, but a big majority of them are just. I'm sorry, they're freaking
So being
filthy.
the professional that you are, do you make comments?
Nope,
Or do you
I just do my business as quick
never.
as possible and get it over and make it as done.
He did
serious.
come out of the room one time, and the customers are gone, and he says, "Do tampon strings come in different colors?"
I don't know.
And I was like,
I'm a dude.
honestly, like, no. Well, maybe pastel, but no. And he's like, no, this was black.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a dude, man. I don't even buy those things for her.
Oh.
That's her business.
That is so devastating.
I was like, seriously, if you see another one, you need to tell them because they need to know. That's
But
wrong.
you know,
They
it's
do
just
need to
no, they don't. It's not my place to tell them how to deal with their own personal. You know, for instance, like
Maybe they
no, get this.
forgot.
No, this is how bad it is. This is how bad it is. Okay, so I get a phone call the other day, and it's a female, and she's wanting to get her hood pierced. Okay, but
Not in car hood.
But
just so
she,
you know.
well, you know what? It went to
Not
that.
in car
I'm like,
hood.
go out to your car, and you see that thing that sits on the top of it. That's what we're. But she had no clue what a hood was. She had no clue what a
She
clit
came to
was.
get her hood pierced?
No,
I
she
know
got a
that.
hold of me, called me to talk to me about it, and she was like, "Yeah, you know, I want to get pierced down below, but I'm not sure what you do or where you do it at." And I'm
Just
like,
do it.
okay. Well, I'm like, okay, so you want to get the hood done? And she's like, hood. And I'm like, okay, wait a second. You're a female. How do you not know your anatomy?
Physiology
Right.
and anatomy.
And you women like want us guys to do things in a very specific way, but you don't even
Bizarre.
know your own anatomy to explain it to us sometimes. We're kind of lost in some degree.
Now, wait a minute.
But
Can't you do major damage in that area?
if you don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
okay. Yes.
Like catastrophic
Well, if you
problems.
hit the, it could be bad.
Numb.
Wow.
You can lose sexual feeling if you're not know how you're dealing with that area. It's a
So
sensitive
people
area,
are
and it's
coming
a
in.
small area. It's a tight area, so you really got to know what you're doing. Just
So
like
people
doing
are calling, not even knowing their anatomy, wanting, hey,
shit
just
done.
mangle
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Well, not because you're not mangling,
Yeah.
you know what you're doing, but it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm blown away by the stupidity in this country.
wow.
Like, please stop drinking
Do
the
you turn people
public
away?
water.
Do you turn people away?
You know what? I'll give you. I did for a long time. Like I had this couple when we were in our old shop, and this dude, and he was filthy. He'd walk into our shop, and the green fog would roll off of him. So I was freaking out because he wanted
like
to get
poor hygiene?
very poor.
Yes.
He wanted a genital piercing done. I was going to pierce a major capillary. So I kept blowing him off, and the dude would not go away because he wanted it done. So I'm like, holy cow, if this dude smells this bad, she's going to be worse. So I have to give in. I have no choice. So I actually end up doing her first, and I get her up on the table.
Was
I'm
she
like,
bad?
No. I was like, whoa, okay, this is a good
Surprise!
day. This was a good day. So I get done with her. I get him up on the table, and it was so disgusting. So disgusting. I've never...
Out in the front room was
He's
like
the
green
only dude I've
cartoon
ever
skulls.
dealt with that was that disgusting. Like, it
Wow.
was gross.
And
But-
he had no shame.
but here's his payback. Now, get this. So I pierced the head of his junk. He went to jail for abusing his wife. He had to take his jewelry out. He had to put a toothpick in it. This dude, no, get this. This was great. This guy had a toothpick in his junk for probably 3 months, didn't change it or anything. So when he comes into me to fix the situation, he has his toothpick that's
Grown
been
in.
peed on and dried out, peed on, dried on. And so this thing had splinters from hell. So only
It was
thing
like
I
a
could do...
stingray
'cause you
barb in
can't-
there.
Yeah, you can't clip it and then try to wiggle it because it was just all messed up. All I could do was like, dude, hang on. And I just pulled that toothpick straight out, and then I had to kind of like get in with hemostats and get what splinters were in there.
Ew.
Then
Ew.
I do them in a 10 gauge, so then I had
Ew.
to stretch it. So by the time I was done with this guy, oh yeah, That dude was
Karma
done.
is a
He
little
never came
deal.
back to my
but he
shop.
doesn't beat his wife anymore.
I
No.
bet he doesn't beat his wife anymore.
Yeah, he deserved
That
what
is
he got.
ill. Okay, so moving into the tattoo world, Becky, when and where and why? And we have to obviously take a break. But when we come back, I want to talk to Becky about how she entered the world of tattooing. We have to take a quick break. I'm Monica Zukas. This is Reality Check. We'll be right back.